Hello, welcome to the cross country boys portion of the Thomaston High School Awards Night. It's daytime, and it's weird, but that's okay. You look for positives, and I'm looking forward to looking at the other videos because every year I think, well, I'd really like to know how the other teams are doing and who's doing well, what kids are doing well, and but then we say go off to our rooms and everybody talks to their own team, and I don't never really often I don't even know who won the awards. So this year I'm going to be able to click on and see what the other coaches have to say about their teams and who performed well, and I'm kind of looking forward to that. So is this so? Let's get started. Boys cross country 2019. Small team. Wow, only 8 people. That's crazy. And we held our own. We did okay. The boys ended up 5th in the Berkshire League. It was tight there. It was the top 2 were clearly going to be Terryville and Northwestern, and one order. It turned out to be Terryville first and then Northwestern. Terryville's first victory in a long, long time. But then there was a bunch of teams and that were really close together, and we were one of them. And we came in 5th, so that was good. Then we went to states, and we came in 7th. So we actually had lost to Gilbert in BLs, but we came in front of Gilbert, so we moved up a little bit, and we ran pretty well, and pretty satisfying season again, considering we only had 8 people. Yikes. So yeah, good job to the guys. I thought the team bonded well. We had a bond, Tyler. Anyway, they ran well. We had fun. A lot of people say cross country, go out and run, have fun, and we do. So that's that. So let's talk about some of them. We had a group of seniors. Interesting group. One of our captains, Jacob Field. He was one of our top runners, and certainly had a good career for us. And we thank Jacob for the time that he spent with the team. We also had longtime athletes, Patrick Chizanik and Preston Ross, and I kind of loved having them. I could tell stories. I remember running with the team one day, and just so happened that it was Pat and me coming in together at the end of the run. And I've never seen Pat run so fast as when it was running against me, but good for him. I know Preston's a little disappointed right now because his outdoor season, he was hoping to run the 3,200. He was hoping to be a shot putter and a 3,200 meter runner, but that didn't come to fruition because of the coronavirus. So, but they did well. Preston ended up running at the state meet, so that was pretty darn cool. Anyway, and yeah, Patrick and Preston are one of those things that we tend to get, shot putter, distance runner. So interesting combination. And finally, we had Tyler, a one and done. He finally came out. He's been saying he's going to join the team, and this year he did. We were glad he did. He had a great season, and was one of our top 5. So it's always hard to come out, as senior year, and in cross country, you think all you have to do is run, but it's really not. Cross country is something that it's a time thing and an effort thing and a commitment thing, And some people, I think a lot of people think that sports are natural, and I don't think they're natural at all. I think it's a hard work thing, and you might have some gifts that tend to be um, to lend for a better performance, but in the end, it's just the hard work that gets you there. And I think cross country is typical, maybe the strongest example of that. Is we see all kinds of different running bodies and doing well, or doing not so well. Um, so it is just it's a hard work, and Tyler came in, did his hard work, one and done, did great, added to the team. Those were our seniors. Moving on down, we had our juniors. Sure, I hit them all. All right, Keegan and Joe. These are two of our varsity runners. Keegan Keegan Daigle, Joe Buchanan, and Keegan was one of our team leaders, and I thought Joe was too. Um, both of them turned out to have fine seasons. They worked hard. Again, chemistry is everything, and they were part of it. Uh, Keegan, I felt like was team leader, as I just said, and appreciate that. We need somebody that's going to lead a team, but also somebody who seems to be enjoying themselves, enjoying being on the team, and these guys were really good about that. They were there every day, working hard, um, and getting better, and that's what we need. Can't wait till next year. I know. Uh, that's going to be their senior year, and that's always a big deal. All right, sophomores. Okay, we're done with sophomores. Oh well, that's the way that goes. Anyway, I'd love to have some sophomores come out. If you're watching this video, come on out. You'll be a junior next year. We could use you. Get in shape. One of the things I can say is talking about, so how does Mr. O find a way to talk about sophomores when he has none? But the coronavirus here, there's some lessons to be learned, and one of the lessons is you really got to take care of your body, and that's what my sports, the sports that I'm involved in, are all about. And I love to see my ex-athletes out there at the track running, and hearing about them doing this, doing that, as far as still active in the fitness and running world. And I've actually seen a lot of people that weren't runners uh, back in high school days, but they're out there basically just doing what we do, running and getting fit. So it's like when I go out to the track these days. But one thing that the pandemic here has said is, it's really important for you to keep in shape, and uh, yeah, leave it at that. So let's go to our freshmen. I love the freshmen this year. We only had two, Keon and Connor, and they're both going to be really good runners. Uh, Connor, big contributions this year in the varsity team, and Keon didn't start out varsity, but ended up varsity. He's going to be a really good runner as well. And both of them are really liked having on the team. Good attitude, hard work, there all the time. It's just I could use a few more. Hopefully we get some more just like them. And I think part of that that culture that they kind of came in and made a part of what they do is, I think that that's something we need to continue, and we'll be successful. So yeah, Connor, can't say enough about him. He ended up being our number 2 runner at states, and that was awesome. So good for him. You know, great start. Keon, as I said, was not even. I think he was the eighth man when the season started, but he ended up being the sixth man, and did a really good job. And Keon wouldn't miss. It's just like Keon had. We went to Simsbury for an invitational, and you know, people have conflicts, and Keanu let me know that he would not be able to attend. But then he said, "But is it okay if I come?" And as soon as I'm done with my appointment, and I said, "Sure." Not too many people have done that. They come and they can't come, but then they get their parents to take them, an hour away, and um, that really impressed me. But we, the whole team knew as the season progressed that if we had practice or an event, the Keon would be there. Keon is solid as a rock. So that can't say enough about that. So, I see you know just a future all star in both of our freshmen. So let's talk about the coaching awards. Um, it was tough to call. Some years are easier than others. Some there's a debate. There certainly was a debate. Oh, I'm gonna back. No, no, I'm gonna back up for before I start about this. So, um, it's just like I guess if I'm talking up front, right? Anyway, before I finish off, I'd like to thank Trevor Daigle. Trevor is our assistant coach this year and did an awesome job. Trevor was an ex-athlete. Trevor came in with the attitude that I love, positive, encouraging. He's a runner. He could talk to the kids, and he's perceptive. I cannot say enough about what a great job Trevor did with the team this year. He got along well. The smile is still there after not being here for years, and the love and passion for what he does was evident. So thank you, Trevor. I always want to take just 1 second to thank the parents and the fans, parents for supporting your kids and coming out to watch them, and I hope you see what I see is a bunch of kids trying really really hard, and um, it's you know it's one of the big lessons we get from cross country. So thanks to the parents, and thanks to the fans that come out. It's not really a fan sport, except when you get there, you kind of find out that it is. It's an active fan sport. So you actually get your steps in because you're running around to see them at their next location, and you get right in their face. It's the greatest thing in the world. I think, trying to be a fan at a cross country meet. Um, it's it's a lot of fun. It's active. It's active fanning. All right, now let's go to the coaches awards. All right, our first award is again, I identified him as one of the team leaders, and he certainly I felt like he was the team leader this year. Did a great job, and it's going to be Keegan Daigle, and Keegan, worked hard. He came in, and um, you know chemistry was there. I think that was a lot of Keegan, and although it's you never know, but he was there, and what I see is a lot of growth from freshman year there, where some of the athletes, they come in and they're not Keon, they're not there every day, but then by the time they're seniors, or juniors even, they're totally engaged, and I think Keegan was that guy this year and wanted the team to do well. And um, one of the stories that I'm going to tell about Keegan is not how he ran. He was a solid runner, varsity runner, anywhere. Could finish anywhere in the top 4 of our team almost any day. And uh, but we go to an event called the Sloper Relays, where everyone on the team is paired with another person on the team. And although I can't just say, okay, you guys pick your teams, I always give them the opportunity to let me know who they would choose if they had um, a choice to pick their teammate. And when I opened up Keegan's, it said Keon. And yeah, that was that made me smile, and I was like, I kind of love that, Keon Keegan. And but that, that's that's one of the older kids making a younger kid feel important, and I love that. And that's just one example of what I saw this year. Um, good, good chemistry, better chemistry maybe than we've had in a year or two. So, congratulations, Keegan. Have a great summer. Work hard and lead your team. And we're gonna have a great year next year as well. The other award is I've decided it's going to be a junior year. Joe Buchanan, and this was a tough debate, but Joe had a great year. He was our top runner in states, so he's one of our top runners most of the year. Joe's an interesting guy, and um, we're working hard with him, but had a great year. And it's just as I said about Keegan and seeing the growth. I've seen that growth with Joe too. I see him as a his passion for running is just blooming, and it's just flowering like crazy. And I think he's on the verge of having a great cross country season next year. But this year was one step on the way. But the other thing that I've noticed about Joe is how much he cares about the team and how badly he wants to be, a part of that team. And between his hard work running and his attitude toward the kids, he really is growing up to be one of those kids that I love. As far as it goes, I love all the kids, but it's like you know really getting there, and I see it. He's just passionate about what he does, and Joe is Joe, and you gotta love him. To know him is to love him. But congratulations, Joe. Congratulations, Keegan. Let's do it again next year. You guys get your team running over the summer. Um, have a great year next year, and and for some of you younger guys, one last lesson about the coronavirus is don't leave it till your senior year. You never know what's going to happen. Okay, um, it's a lot of I want to have a good senior year. Well, maybe a good sophomore year would be cool, or a good junior year would be cool because you know it doesn't have to be a coronavirus. It could be an injury. Could be almost anything. You sprain your ankle at the state meet for all that matters, but that blow would be softened if the success was there from the past. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for a great 2019 boys cross country season, and uh, best of luck to you seniors, and happy running. Keep it up, and congratulations to all of you on a fine season.